Hello everybody. I'm going to try to get some work done on Northfield. We've got some irrigation on it, or we were irrigating it, but I pulled it off because we got a lot of dry spots where water's not getting. So I picked up this implement. I call it a ripper. Some people might call it like a cultivator. I just call it a ripper because it got like ripper shanks right here on it. So what I'm hoping to do with this is I'm going to go in there and cut rows in the fields. All this is going to do is penetrate the ground. I'm going to try to set up about 6 inches. I'm hoping that'll help get the water to flow down in those dry spots. I don't really want to go in there and put like 4 rows in it and make it real rough, and because we still try to use that field if we can for events, or if we just want to go do some stuff on it. It's not real rough. So first off, we'll try to get this hooked up to the tractor, and then we'll get over there and see how it works. So let's get it hooked up. So first thing I gotta do is try to get this implement upright. It's currently laying down. It don't stand up very well on its own, so I gotta try to prop it up. I use this piece of wood and see if I could hold it upright once I prop it up. I think that might work. Probably just got to reposition the tractor to it, so go ahead and try to get it lined up and see if we get hooked up to it. So now I got the implement on, standing back here, you can see how it's not real level with the machine. So what I'll do is I can crank this in, which will tilt it back and kind of get it level. So I'll work on that, getting that. So now you can see, just cranking that, how much straighter it made it with the machine. So I'll probably check that after I lower it, just to see, make sure it's still kind of staying straight with it. So we'll go ahead and head to the Northfield and see how this works. So I'm down here at the Northfield. You see, look at that sunset behind me. So I'm running out a little bit of time. But thought I was recording, but I didn't. I took these tires off. because what I want to be able to do is do a 6-inch rip. And I was adjusting them up, and the tires were hitting here, and they weren't quite getting down to 6. So what I did is I put paint marks on these, so I'll know where 6 inches is. So as I go to, I'm gonna try to get as close as I can to the pipe. I'll lower it down as I go forward. I'll watch it and see where it starts to dig in, where it settles, and then I can get it right at the 6 inch and start driving with it. And then there's a deal on the lever to put the attachment down that I could stop it. So once I get that dialed in and it's at 6, anytime I come back here and back up and I go to rip some more, I'll be able to just put it all the way down, and it should stay at that 6 inches across. So I kind of picked the line here with the tractor to go across the field. I'm gonna shoot from here, and then way down there there's big cottonwood. I'm gonna shoot right next to it. It looks more square to me with the field. As you see over here, there used to be some old furrows in the field, and they run more this way, which I don't know. I guess I feel I'm squaring up more with the pipe, so we'll just see how it flows. Actually, a lot of water comes down from over there and it flows this way, and it'll turn and go towards the trees, or from here it goes down and this settles down there. So out in there is where we get those dry spots. So I just want to be careful. So I'm gonna start ripping here straight across, and be careful by those trees, because I don't want to get next to them and rip up any big roots or break the implement, because got into a big root, and which gives a, you know, there's a chance of us ripping across here, bringing up rocks or roots. Or there's one area out there, there used to be an old fence line that ran through there, and we took it out because we want to make this one big field. So in that, we might end up ripping up wire from that fence, or even get into some old fence posts that broke off. There were a lot of wood posts. So, but we'll start here today, see how many runs we could get. So what I'll probably do with it is, it'd be nice to be able to drive down there, turn around, and then rip back. But with the pipe here, I won't be able to get that close to the pipe. So it's gonna be a longer process, but I think what I'll do is I'll rip down, have to drive all the way back, get lined up where I want to be, and then rip back down again and just start making passes. We'll see how many we could get before it gets too dark, and so let's go ahead and get it done. So I started going in the tractor. You can see I got it down there, it's ripping some. And I got it set pretty good. The marks. See that black mark's just right at the ground level. You kind of see what it's doing. Said I'm hoping this just helps direct the water down, and then over time it'll just kind of smash back down. But it'll get it to drain all down there, hopefully, and get the whole field water. So let's go ahead and continue on. So I'm up here in Kubota. So this is the lever right here that takes the implement up and down. So saying I could take this now and put that as a stopper. So then every time I go to drop the ripper, I just stop it right there, and it should be at the 6 inches every time. So I'll get that set and then continue ripping. So I made my first pass. It went all right for the most part, but I ended up bending one of the shanks. It hooked something right here at the end pretty hard. Bent it enough that it fell out, and I didn't bring the tool down to try to tighten this up. Let's see if we got enough room to even tighten it up, but I probably got to loosen that, put some penetrating oil on it and stuff. So you see what it did down the field. Definitely not the straightest line. Definitely curved off. I was looking back trying to watch to make sure I wasn't still going too deep, or that I was still staying at the depth I was set it at, and turned the wheel some and turned off. But now at this end, we'll try to correct it up a little bit. So that'll probably all I'll be able to get done today. I know it's only one pass, but it is getting dark, and time I go try to put this other shank in, it will be dark. So, but you know, please like our videos. Do please subscribe, because that helps us out, and leave us a comment. Thank you.